Okay, so this is a controversial one. We are in Skate today, and recently I've kind of been playing it on and off to kind of get a feel for how it plays now, and I feel like it's a little bit better than it used to be. And also, because I've been doing these videos on session where I just sort of kind of get really creative with it, I kind of want to see what I can do in this as well. See if I play it different, or if there's any ways I can kind of adapt my style to this game. So let's see what happens. The reason I came here to start with was because I wanted to session that. This is one thing in session that I feel doesn't work too well, especially recently. Like the transition thing feels a bit off in that. So I'm hoping I can kind of do some different styles of tricks. And so far it's been going pretty well. Like I'm talking away and I'm just hitting this stuff like it's nothing. Well, mostly, anyway. Nice. Just feel like we're overpopping a little bit. Maybe I should do the mini pop, and that'll get us out. Okay. It's hard because you've got to think about the direction as well, and there's definitely a bit of pull going at the same time. So yeah, even with the mini pop, we're getting a pretty big pop out of that. I don't know. I'm not going to stress about it too much. I do feel though, like after playing Session so much, the experience in this is pretty smooth. It's kind of nice. Of course, there's plenty of issues with this game, like in terms of the way it looks, the monetization and all that stuff. Honestly, I haven't paid anything in this game in a long time. I think it was the first season where I actually like bought some things. This hoodie, I think, because I had that cash, I can't even remember the name of it. I got it saved up so I could buy that. And I'm pretty good when it comes to clothes, so I'm free from having to bother playing any of the challenges or bother with the season pass, because I just don't really need any more right now. I can just skate and do what I want. It's probably the best way to be when it comes to this game. I don't know, for a lot of people I think the challenges do make a big difference, but to me, I don't know, I'm just not into it. It's not really my thing. Also, I noticed when I was filming this with OBS, I feel like this game's actually pretty intensive. Damn, okay. Got a stall on the very end. Like, the ability to do that stuff is good to me, because that feels a bit like Session. You should ideally be able to skate everything if you got enough fidelity. I don't think this is quite to the extent of Session, because Session is kind of made so that you can literally do everything and it interacts. I'm not sure about this so much. Also, I've got to figure out the pumping. It's something that I never really clicked with, and I probably should. Sometimes some weird stuff like that happens as well. Just throws you off in a weird direction. It's definitely not like perfect or anything. But stalls definitely do feel nice. Yeah, like I really like the feel of that. Like, for all my misgivings about this game, in terms of the feel, it is pretty solid. Pretty hard to deny that. And as there is, as you can see, that green smoke in the background, that Saint-Van open thing. There's a bit of a new section outside which can skate, I think. Okay. So yeah, in my case, we won't have anything new and exciting to skate like that park. But it doesn't look like that will be my sort of thing anyway. all this stuff where the smoke is, like that new little outside section. Probably get some fun out of that. So we'll definitely go over there in a little bit. Yeah, I do find the pumping a little bit confusing. Especially when it goes to the timing going up stuff. I will say, I think BMX Streets got pumping really, really good. In terms of getting the momentum for that sort of thing right. It definitely did. Because it feels really natural. Here, I'm always questioning whether I'm timing it right or not. It doesn't feel like it matches quite in line with the way the body moves. Probably because it's just more animation-based than physics-based. Nice. The other reason I kind of want to try a lot of the pumping stuff out is, especially compared to Session, you should be able to actually like skate bowls in a more flowy way, presumably. Session's kind of bad at that sort of thing, especially transition stuff. My only concern with this video is the frame rate going to be okay? Because for whatever reason, this is the only game when I film it, after I look back on the OBS like recording, the frame rate is all over the place. It feels fine to play, it's just the recording gets kind of messed up. Never happens with anything else, so I've got all the settings down to like medium or something, just to try and smooth it out. Hopefully we end up okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is about stalls. Well, they kind of scratch an itch for me. I think it's because in a lot of games they never work very well. So if a game does pull it off, I'm kind of really into trying it out. In the end, we are pretty much just playing it like we do Session. Like, there's definitely scope to just do my sort of thing in this sort of game, I think. Just gotta ignore a lot of the fluff and nonsense that's on the outside. Yeah, that pop height is kind of crazy. I'd also probably say I'm recovering from a cold, so if I sound a bit deeper than usual, you know why. Not quite what we wanted. There we go. And the slide. It's kind of insane. If I just want to get up something and stop, you just keep sliding. I wonder if you turn automatic reverts off, will that make a difference, maybe? No, it's still slidey. Ironically, that seems to be actually making things a lot easier for me. Ooh, nice. Right, so as promised, and before my voice fully disappears, may as well session this bit. Nice, little bump. Okay, not a smooth landing. Okay, that was wild. what? Yeah, there's definitely lots of weird potential around those sort of tricks. This seems like a solid object as well, so maybe we could do a war ride on that. Okay, kind of works. It's kind of been the vibe throughout the video. So we'll try and leverage something which I never usually do, which is the object dropper. See if we can like get a stall one of these letters from the bottom. Okay, let's see. I find it really hard to adjust speed. Oh god. I just realised we're probably not going to get back because it's a pretty huge expanse right here. There's maybe not really a really good way to handle this trick. Why does it look like everybody's dressed in a 5-year-old in this game? Just like an NPC. Very strange world. Right, we've set up another one here, because we could probably try going up this rail. I get the feeling everybody goes down all the time here. Maybe worth seeing what happens when you go the opposite way. Hopefully, if we go slow enough, we'll actually come back down again. That's the goal. I wasn't thinking there, but that's kind of the idea. Yep, it works. Ooh, okay. Do a stall on the end? Sure. I'm really meant to do that. I guess we should also try going from the middle rail to maybe one of the ones next to it. I wonder if it's too close. Oh, okay. We definitely can. Okay. Always nervous about clearing the ramp at the end. Yeah, you can do some weird things with that. Also spot this really nice bank. Again, definitely my jam. Yeah, like I could session spots like this forever, pretty much. I just wish the pop-out wasn't so huge most of the time. Because they're like fully landing flat bottom. In fact, I may save this spot for another video, because I feel like I've got plenty of ideas here. And I want to save it for when I'm in a bit better shape. I can actually talk. Nice. This may be just putting a little feeler out there. I've kind of been having fun trying to like reapproach everything again in this game in a weird way. And I do feel like it does feel pretty good now. Okay, made it that way. Maybe in the next video we could try some sort of... maybe hit the ledge, then go back again. It's really hard to go back, actually. Yeah, we could get tons of fun out of this spot. I could see ourselves getting a bit bored. 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 I could see ourselves getting a bit bored So maybe let me know where you're at with Skate at the minute. Is anybody playing it? Anybody interested in seeing more? Because I can session this just like I do in session. That's not to say I'm like leaving session behind or anything. That's still going to be my go-to for a long time to come. Again, another tiny little kick. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you, preferably when I can speak a bit better.